Hey everyone, happy December. So we are almost there, end of the year, and a brand new year is just around the corner. Let me know in the comments what's going on, what's happening for you, what your plans are for the new year, what are your new year resolutions, your goals, and what you are trying to let go of. So share your thoughts, let me know in the comments. Okay, and December 2023 is the month of Wheel of Fortune. So it perfectly goes with the energy of December, right? Because Wheel of Fortune is all about change, and it's about endings and beginnings. And in December, we also have the winter solstice happening on the 21st of December. So we will also be moving into a new season. It will be winter in northern hemisphere and summer in southern hemisphere. So a new season for some of us. This could also be a new phase, beginning something new, endings and things like that. So this is wheel of time moving constantly, and it reminds us of the impermanent nature of things. Nothing is forever, right? Things are always changing. Change is the only constant. So the ups and downs we experience in our life is not a permanent situation. Energy is always changing, shifting, moving. So that's what the energy of Wheel of Fortune is all about. Number 10, endings and beginnings. On the other hand, this energy is also about good luck, forward momentum, progress. It asks us to go with the flow. So we want to stay in the center, because staying on the edges is not safe, right? So we want to stay in the center. By that, what I mean is, think about you will be experiencing, it could be as a collective, what's going on in the world, government, things like that, or it could also be happening in our personal lives. So we will experience change within us or around us. So in order to move through these changes with ease and calm, we want to ask ourselves, how can we cultivate and maintain a sense of inner peace and harmony, so we can navigate these changes without feeling stressful and overwhelmed. So that is something we need to ask ourselves, what works for you. It could be taking up a spiritual practice, like it could be yoga, meditation, just sitting down and reflecting on your thoughts, writing in your journal, taking a walk in the nature, and also being aware of the thoughts you are entertaining and how you are feeling about things, and training our mind to focus on the positives, because otherwise it won't be helpful for us, right? And we don't want to worrying about things is not the solution, right? It's not going to help us. So we also want to train our mind and stay focused on what is working for us, being grateful for the things we already have, our blessings and things like that. So that helps us create a sense of balance in our life. It could also be like you beginning something new. It could be learning a new skill. It could be changing up your routine. So, and Wheel of Fortune is also about karmic rewards, destiny playing out. So positive actions leads to positive results, right? So for some of us, this could also be work-life balance. So maybe that is an area most of us would be focusing on, or it could also be giving and receiving, like reciprocity in relationships is also important, right? So maybe if that is something that's important to you, maybe you will find yourself focusing on those aspects, like how you are spending your time, your energy, what is more important, what needs your attention, and how you can direct your energy and attention towards those things. Or for some, it could also be focusing on all areas of our lives, the spiritual aspects of our life, our health, relationships, our mental and emotional well-being, and not let what's happening in one area overwhelm us. Instead, consciously directing our energy towards our attention towards other areas of our lives as well. And Wheel of Fortune is ruled by the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is all about expansion, growth. So that's lovely energy coming our way. And number 10 has to do with endings and beginnings. So maybe some of us are leaving something behind, letting go of certain things and beginning something new. So it could be any area of our lives. For some, it could be their career, maybe starting a new business, a new job, learning a new skill. For some, it could be relationships, health, travel, experiencing something new. Or it could also be changing up your routine. However, this is what I want to remind you guys. In December, we also have the Mercury retrograde happening on the 13th of December. And retrograde is not a good time to begin something new. So maybe, use this time to prepare yourself. And learn, research, think through things, and be prepared. So when the opportunity comes, you are ready. Wheel of Fortune also has to do with past repeating itself. So it could be old habits, old patterns, people from the past coming back, which is something that happens during the retrograde season. It could be, you suddenly hearing from an employer, an old friend, situations that you had to go through in the past coming up. So these are all opportunities for us to really understand how, what's going on and how we want to respond to these situations, right? So we can break the patterns. So we have a choice and we are free to do what we want to do. So it's all about choices and making the right decisions. Yes, and Wheel of Fortune carries the energy of Fool and the Magician. So let me show you. Fool is number 0 and Magician is number 1. Fool is all about trust, faith, and he's jumping into something here, and he doesn't even care to look at what he is jumping into. So that's what I was talking about when I said, if there is something you want to start, think through things, take time to really understand what you are getting into. That communication is important. Having that conversation is also important. Here, the dog represents our intuition, and he's trying to convey something, but I'm not sure if he is listening. He is in his own world. But this also has to do with faith over fear, and trust, believing in ourselves, believing in our vision, and moving into something without any preconceived notions, and not carrying the past baggage. So that's beautiful energy. And here, the Magician's energy is all about manifestations. It has to do with being very clear in our mind about what we want, and then putting our energy and attention towards those things in order to bring them into our reality. So Magician reminds us of the power of our own mind. I would say be aware of what's going on in your life, what's happening for you, and what kind of experiences you are coming across. Because if this is not something you want, it could be happening because of the thoughts you are entertaining and the emotions you are holding on to. Okay, so that is something to be mindful of, and take it as an opportunity. If this is not something you want, maybe think about redirecting your energy towards things that are more helpful, something that you want to experience. Okay, and Magician is ruled by planet Mercury, and Mercury is all about mind, thoughts, intellect, things like that. So yeah, when it comes to the minor arcana cards that goes with the Wheel of Fortune, we have here 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, beautiful energy, and 10 of Swords. So yes, let's start with the 10 of Swords here. again, mind, thoughts, overthinking, over analyzing things. It could also be physical illness, back pain, migraine, headache, information overload, something that a project that you are working on that requires a lot of mental energy, very mentally stimulating, or it could also be boredom, so however, again, number 10 has to do with end of a phase, and the sunrise here denotes a new beginning. So something is ending here, and if this is something that you have been experiencing, that is also now, that energy is now dissipating, and you will feel more energetic and motivated. So if this is something that you are feeling now, like it could be body pain, a lot of activities going on in the mind, things like that, know how you can shift that energy. It could also be about focusing on something pleasant. It could be taking a walk in the nature, or listening to music, or changing up your decor, treating yourself to something nice. So it doesn't have to be something massive, something major. It could be the little things that would make you feel better. So if you find yourself in the mind, think about moving into your heart space and doing something good, nice for you, something that feels better. Okay, and for some it could also be learning. It could be preparing for something, and there is a lot of mental activities going on. But if that is the case, know how you can maybe take a break in between to stretch your body. Go outside, get some sunlight. So self-care is also important. So focus on your emotional and mental well-being, and also your physical health. Okay, and so yes, 10 of Cups, beautiful energy. This is everything that we hope and wish for. Home, family, togetherness, doing something together. It could be travel, it could be soul family, your tribe, and having a beautiful time. It could also be work environment for some of you. And for some, it could also be taking up something you enjoyed as a child. It could be dance, it could be music, whatever. So yeah. For some, it could be, feeling that sense of inner peace and harmony. It doesn't have to do with anything in our external. But despite whatever is happening, this is about feeling more centered and calm and aligned, feeling really peaceful. So yeah, lovely energy. Or it could also be, if you are an artist, a creative person, great energy to focus on, if you want to take up something creative, lovely energy. So yeah, it could also be home for some of you. So maybe moving into a new home, meeting up with your family, friends, celebration, yeah, some kind of ceremonies. And here we have 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles also has to do with home and family. It could be your soul family as well, your tribe. And what I'm seeing here is, someone who is kind of bored. They are surrounded with everything that they always wanted. It could be material success, financial success. But, when it comes to your work environment, your home environment, this could mean boredom. Reaching a milestone, and then maybe, some of you are in that transition phase, thinking about how you want to move forward, things like that. So, similar energy here. So if you are feeling that way, like if you are feeling bored and unmotivated, think about what you can do to break out of that energy. It could be, again, going for a walk, or doing something nice, meeting up with a friend, and it could be learning a new skill. like taking up a hobby course, taking up a spiritual practice, something like that. A change is needed here. So think about how you can create that change. For some, it could also be, the people you are surrounded with. Know if there is someone who needs your attention. It could be a family member, it could be a workmate. Looks like there is something is going on and they need some kind of help and support. And so we want to be conscious of what's happening, around us. And we want to be more present, so we are not ignoring, neglecting certain things. And here we have 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands could mean a lot of priorities, responsibilities. It could be happening at work environment, personal life. So there's a lot going on. It could also be attachments to an idea, something that you are working on, a project you are working on, or it could be people, places, things. So yeah, something to be mindful of here. It could be deadlines, expectations, things like that. So, or it could also be emotions that you are holding on to. So if that is the case, know what is worth carrying and what you need to let go of. Okay, because you don't want to let this affect your health. So if you are feeling a sense of overwhelm and restlessness, know what's going on and how can you get the help you need. So prioritizing is important, delegating is important. So reach out for help. And most of us, it doesn't occur to us to get the help, be it personal life or work environment. Know that asking for help actually comes from a place of strength and not weakness. Okay, it's all about getting the help you need whenever you need it, and also being there for others when they need you. So I would say, time management is not the key here. Self-management is. It's all about being aware of the way you are responding to situations, stressful situations in your life, and how you are handling things. Okay, so that is something that is important, and also make sure you are making time for you to rest, relax, and unwind. This energy of 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords, this could also be happening because of the retrograde. Mercury is a planet of communication and technology. So we may come across some kind of delays, communication issues, technology, like things breaking down, things like that. So that is something to be mindful of. And this could mean like pushing through and struggling with things. So be aware of what's in your hands and what you don't have control over. When it comes to communication, if you are sending out some important emails, messages, things like that, do remember to check with the other person if they have received it. If it lands in their spam folder, they won't see it, right? So it's always a good idea to make sure that the other person has received it. And when it comes to daily interactions, our conversations, if there is something you don't understand, ask questions, because we don't want to assume anything. So having that clear communication, that conversation is important. So there are no misunderstandings. So we just want to make sure that we are being gentle and kind to ourselves and others, because everybody is in this energy. So that's in our hands, right? So it's all about knowing what we have control over and what we don't, and keep letting go of things that are not in your hands. And something here that I want to remind you, Wheel of Fortune has to do with past repeating itself. If you find yourself falling back on old way of doing things, old habits, something that you want to break out of, know that you don't want to beat yourself down, okay? And feel guilty or regretful about things. Know that it's okay, don't worry about things, and it's all about awareness. When you become aware, just get up and try again. Okay, so all right, and that's the energy we are moving into in December. Please do share your thoughts, your experiences, what you are coming across, what's happening for you. All right, take good care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.